welcome back to the Neville Richards Premier League. Our mid-winter hiatus has come and gone. Matt Mill.
Hello, Hazy.
Hello, mate. Mark Hayes. We're back for the Neville Richards Premier League.
Good to see you back on your holidays, Hazy. You're on annual leave and you decided to come in and do the video this morning, so that's dedication for you.
I've shown a bit of commitment, probably more than to my golf, to be honest.
Oh, I don't know. Well, you weren't involved in Premier League last week. No one decided to hire your services, and it was probably good luck because you offered nothing on Saturday.
I didn't feel guilty afterwards, though, so that's a big step up.
Yes, well, I have heard there will be some performance-based contracts moving forward for you for your services, so we need to get you into some good form. So, but yes, it was tough conditions on Saturday, that's for sure. It's a medal to everyone who actually ventured out.
Yeah, very tough sledding on Saturday. Some winds gusting up towards the 80k an hour mark, I believe.
Yes, we're around sort of the mid-70s, so it was getting close to calling off at one stage, bringing everyone in, but we stuck it out there and we got through.
I just know that I'd be interested to hear from some people what happened on the 14th for them. I know that I flushed two and didn't get to the green.
I'm sure it was a past 7 or 8 for a few of the members out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was brutal. But well done to everyone. We actually had a pretty good turn up, to be honest. I know there were a few people who might have their, their commitment discussed here in the next few minutes.
Yes, we did have 3 golfers in particular, Hazy, that turned up, rolled up to the pro shop, and then
in the sunshine.
Yeah, in the sunshine at around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then proceeded to go home. Didn't play.
They turned up and then went home.
Correct. So, and I'm going to name them now. We had John Rowe.
Oh, John.
Rolled in for the Crusaders and then decided to slide home.
Oh.
As much as it embarrasses me, my mother.
Oh, Julie.
Julie went home. David played, but Julie went home. And the worst one of all, the one who's been imploring her teammates to play all season, Choco Royal.
Oh, no.
She reckons the wind would have blown her over. She's that slight, but she then proceeded to go and have a walk along the beach with hubby, so in the wind. So I don't know the difference of doing that and golf, but obviously Gary's a lot more, she's better to spend time with him than her teammates. But anyway, that's another story. But no, those 3 decided to sort of venture home, so we need to make special mention of those.
So presumably her team won?
No, we might have to move on to that in the team reviews.
Let's get on to that now. However, I think the Hookers, I think that's Angela's team, isn't it?
Yes, she's the Hookers.
The Hookers, without Angela Royal, took on the Bullies and it didn't end up so well.
No, the Bullies got over the line 183 to 171. The Hookers had only 8 players. Bullies had 10, but the Hookers, they actually were served quite well in the morning. Robbie Moorcroft had 34, Dan Hopgood 32, Chris Dodds had 28, Ian Francis 27, Soupy Collins 26, and Paddy Kennedy score counted with 24 for the Hookers.
It was a counter.
Yeah, it was a counter. We couldn't even get Chris James in on 16. He unfortunately didn't score this week, but he went back to his normal performances. While the Bullies, they were superbly led by Phil Stevens, 37 points, one of the first groups out. Ross Gibb in the afternoon had 32, Jen Edmondson 31, while Sean Rodwell had 29, Kev Hudson 28, and then there was a 26 counted for them, which Johnny Wooten and Pete Vogel had that. But yes, it was a reversal from round 1. The Hookers sort of pulled their pants down in round 1, and the Bullies actually came home and won this round, which was great. Choco, I think that was the disappointment. And Ange Foote for the Bullies, she didn't turn up because she was boozing at the footy, so that was more important than her team. So, but the Bullies, they made a massive move up the ladder with this win. They've moved from 6th to 4th.
Big move.
With that. So, yeah, great move for that team.
I want to give a book. I haven't got one on the desk here with us in the newsroom, but this is the newsroom.
Well, I noticed that we don't have our refreshments either, Mark. But anyway, that's another story. Lucky we're both doing dry July.
There, good point. I wanted to give a book to Rob Moorcroft for his 34. That was a good achievement, I thought.
Yes,
well played.
Yes, he hadn't played the last few weeks, and I was questioning his commitment to the team. And at our last video, he was the one that had to turn up, and turn up he did, and top scored for his team. So yeah, good on you, Robbie boy.
Well played. Tornadoes and the Pirates were next. This was a real chance for the. This is another, I guess, top of the ladder sort of style clash.
It was like the Tornadoes were second on the ladder and the Pirates were third.
Real chance for the Tornadoes to put a bit of a gap in the Pirates.
And it was a massive loss for the Tornadoes. They've lost this game, and the way results fell, they've gone from 2nd to 5th. outside the 4. So massive for them. The Tornadoes, they had 8 players, while the Pirates had 10. For the Tornadoes, Dale Pollock, again, 33 points. Andrew Wooten, 32. The Sword come back with 32. Norma Vogel, 26. Alan Kerry, 25. And Cole Isbell, 24. Just shows how tough the conditions were on Saturday. While the Pirates, they were led by Jay McGrath, 33. He's been a little bit down on himself lately, but put on some new shoes and ventured out and had his best score for a while. So 33 for him. Darren Heaton, 32. Joy Francis had 30. Toby Prime Time, we might have a little bit of video footage of Toby out on the course on Saturday, which is to the hilarity of everybody, I think.
Yeah, it's good that he managed to find his way back to Portarlington after being on the road playing golf in every known course to mankind for the last couple of months. Good that he found his way back. Did offer him on the 10th green here, which we watched the video. I offered him a 3-putt. His approach went up the back and it was always putting straight downwind.
Yep.
He didn't want to buy the 3-putt off me.
No, okay.
So let's have a look what happened.
I was going to say, yes, well, it didn't help him because he only had 29 points, so he lost the $10 for your dirty 30 bet. So 29 for Toby, Yvette Pollock had 28 and Jerry Raviani had 28. But last time they met, they actually drew in round 1. So, but yeah, it's a good win for the Pirates there. It was good to see Juzzy, Darren and Joy finding some form, while the Tornadoes, they just seem to rely on Dale Pollock. It's good to see Ando and Sword return to some form after a few lean weeks, but one person we do need to highlight. He did the usual. The big strong man that we thought, Michael McNeil, has missed the last couple of times because of weather conditions, and I was reliably informed this week that it was the same again. Weather conditions this week, the wind.
So can I just check with you? I'm just not sure if it's the same McNeil that I know. Because the one I know is 6'2", he's got broad shoulders, big burly, sort of human being.
Yeah.
Is that him?
That's him. But
so too windy.
Too windy apparently.
Oh, Mickey.
Yeah, so that's...
Mickey.
I thought he was made of sterner stuff and he was stronger than that, but obviously, I'm not sure what's going on with him.
Tradie.
He's a tradie, yeah.
Like strong.
Yeah.
Mickey.
Gave nothing. But their team got over the line, so they carried him again.
Wow, jeez. Oh, that's disappointing.
But it was good when, though. The Pirates went from 3rd to 2nd, so, yeah, they were just hanging around again, the Pirates.
Peter Solhover was unable to play this week. He was texting me straight on the phone. We've done it again.
We're over the line.
That was awesome. Third match for review, Matty, the Warriors and the sneaky Goblins.
The Goblins and the Warriors. This was 5th versus 4th, so another sort of game that's going to impact the 4, and the Goblins got over the line 197 to 191. With that 197, the Goblins win out Callaway Golf Balls this week as the highest scoring team there. It was an even number, 9 versus 9. For the Warriors, we had Pete DeFazio, 33, Brian Bell, 33, Neil Howard, 33, Paul Kirby, 32, John Leading, Rod Allen and Ian Lachlan, 30s. So you'd think with those scores, looking at all the others, that would be a fair chance to win, but no, the Goblins in the morning. Judy said she did it again, 37 for Judy. The Sheik Reynolds back from the UK, he's chimed in with a 36. Richie Howes 34, Ian Burrell 33, Barry Benson 30, but they had Ian Woodhouse on 27. His score counted, but yeah, the Goblins on 197 and the Warriors were 191, so it was a great win by the Goblins there.
That was the standout match of the weekend, and I want to give a book to Brian Bell for his 33 points for the Warriors. That was an exceptional.
Yeah, well, 33 was actually the best score in the afternoon. So we you looked at the conditions and you thought the morning might have had it the worst, but maybe the morning golfers are better than the afternoon. But Belly, he was 33. His was the best score for the afternoon golfers.
And the Sheik, Ryan Reynolds, I'm going to give him a book as well. So another book there.
You played with the Sheik.
I did play with the Sheik.
36 points and he scratched the 18th.
Scratched the 18th, took the gas up the last.
So the triangles. Coming back in again?
It really is. There's a few people I know that didn't fare so well in the last few holes, so I don't want to look at anyone, but...
Yeah.
No, he was a really impressive ball striking from the Sheik, and he's come down from mid-20s to 16. He'll probably take a big hit again this week. So.
Yeah, he did lose one or two, I think, because the PCC was 2, which is unusual. Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing him on a less bushrangery handicap, shall we say.
But the Warriors, I think they actually missed Gary Haywood. He's been one of their most consistent performers. Timmy Benham didn't play. Darwin Sonny himself, I believe you might be filling in for him one week as well.
Coming up for Tim. I've just got to find better form. I fear his wrath if I don't give him something.
Oh yes, I'm sure Tim will be coming through with some content for us from sunny Darwin.
Which leaves us to the last match, Matty, for discussion, which was the Crusaders and the hapless. I was going to say something worse, but I won't. I'll let you do that. Maybe, or maybe the Peakers.
Nah, the
Peakers who remain winless.
They do. Who would have thought? Like, I thought they were on the way back. There was a crisis meeting through the off season. We had Yanni Lathouris and Lee McMuffin played around together Tuesday week ago. Flanders and Yanni have been cohabitating at times and doing things together to try and get this. And I've been trying to get some footage of the meeting and the leadership within the team, and
they had someone in to speak.
Well, I did. So I just hope I can get it, and I can put it into the video around now. But I'll just have to see if I can get hold of it because it was under wraps. But
you've got sources.
Yes, I have.
It was a pretty powerful named speaker.
It was. It was brutal too.
Yeah.
Didn't hold anything back.
I don't know about you guys. Like, if I see one bloke walk out of here getting a pat in the back from people out there for a good effort, I'll spew up.
It didn't help the Peakers, unfortunately. The Crusaders just had their way with the Peakers again. I can't believe it, but a 7-point win, 175 to 168.
Yeah, the Peakers had 10 players too. 10. Crusaders had 8. Saying that though, with their 8 players, they only had really 7 counting scores because the young McMuffin, Cooper,
chip off the old block.
Off the old block. He decided it was a little too difficult out there after 6 holes and walked off. So he his 5 points after 6 was probably didn't count to their scoring. So that was a little bit difficult from that team's perspective. But yeah, the Crusaders, it was a fantastic performance. I can't get the superlatives out for the round of Bob Gibbs. 38 points.
That's amazing.
With a wipe on the last as well.
Wow.
He did a rhino, just tried to keep that handicap a little bit longer. But yeah, Bobby Gibbs had 38. Then it went down to Jeanette Johnson, 28. Snags Finnemore, 28. Nipper Dodds, 27. Bobby Thompson, 27. And Stan Maskell, 27. While the Peakers only had one player reach 30. Lloyd Shepherd, he had 30. Flanders, 29. Mike Kerry, 29. Lee McMuffin, 28. David Milne, 27. And Darren Wilson, 25.
Yanni's didn't count?
No. Yanni, Drayton medalist, overall good guy, champion bloke. Eagled the first the other day.
In practice.
23 points for Yanni.
Oh. Yanni.
But yeah, the Crusaders, they were lucky to win this really. Like, if you take Bob Gibbs' 38 out, they'll probably actually end up losing. And there was no help from Jan Cogger. She was also with Ange Foot boozing at the footy, so she thought that was more important. Johnny Rowe obviously didn't play because of the wind. Cliffy McCorkle, well, he's in Esk. He was up at the Esk races. He's travelling north, but saying his form's been no good, so he was no loss to the team anyway. And then Coop, pulled out after 6. So, but yeah, Bobby Gibbs was the difference.
Well done, Bobby. Very good.
8 points of any other player in that contest.
And that gives him, I believe, Matty, the Travis Matthew prize.
It does. It gets the Travis Matthew polo.
Well done, Bob. That's great golf in those conditions. Very impressive. We probably did out of turn here a bit, but we've been putting someone on the Rickometer.
Yes.
We probably should revisit that because I believe the person we want to address was in one of the earlier games. I'm just going to find his name in the team sheets here. A member of the Back Paddock Bullies, and they did have a win, and we like to give it to players who have been in losing teams, but we've got to make an exception this week, and we're putting Alan Sweeney on the Rickometer.
Alan, it pains me to do this to you because you're such a nice man, but your form over the last 4 weeks has been abysmal at the least. Abysmal. I think 25, 28, then it did not play, and then on Saturday 18. Like, for a man your size and stature, surely the wind blew over the top of you. There's not much surface area of your body, surely the wind didn't go through you. But yeah, it was very, very disappointing performance from Alan. Like, he's sort of like really the linchpin, being in that sort of the low handicapper. He's the one who's supposed to be around the 30, 32, 34 every week.
To bank on him.
Yeah, correct. But yeah, you can't even get the score on the board at the moment, Sweens.
And just in reference to the Rickometer, there were sightings, I believe, around the course this week of the great Rick Edmondson himself.
Yes, he has been struggling. In our last video, we did take the urine out of Rick a little, and little did we know that he was rushed to hospital with this back injury that we downplayed quite a lot. But yes, it's been a few days in hospital. He's trying to get back. Came out Friday for a practice.
He looked to be hitting him well in the nets.
Yeah, but apparently pulled up a bit sore. So not sure if that was the case or he was another one that was at the footy on the juice in the afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw him come back in Saturday night and he was quite inebriated and chatty and smiling and a red face. So some other golfers who actually were involved in this, like Jen Edmondson, like Paul Kirby, like Ian and Joy Francis, they all played golf in the morning and then went to the function in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But not for Jan Coggerange Foot, they just got on it all day. And then Rick just decided no golf and just went to party.
So didn't he loves St Kilda, didn't he? Couldn't he channel Rob Harvey, jumping off benches and trying to smash his own plantar fasciitis sort of issue to get onto the ground, just to do something for the team?
Well, you'd reckon Jen would be there with the old massage oil or Maxi there, just rubbing the back to try and get him over the line for his Goblins. But the Goblins are just performing without him, so it's probably not much of a loss, to be honest.
Welcome back, Rick. All right, then, Matty, let's have a quick look at the ladder before we move on to the previews for round 9. The Crusaders and the Pirates have, they've had wins and sealed things, or not sealed things up, but just pushed away a little bit from, I guess, the bottom, should I say, of the top 4, if that makes any sense. Like, they're looking good in the finals for the time being.
The Peakers are still a chance.
No, they're no chance.
They are. If they win their last 6, and
I've already called the Padre the coroner.
No, well, they win the last 6 and the Tornadoes only win 1. No, they still won't get in. Yeah, they can still beat them. The Warriors don't win a game. So they're still a mathematical chance, Hazy. You've got to have faith. Like, they've got Flanders, they've got Yarny, they've got Lynn Kirby, Marion Keskin and Ken Latta. Like, it's a team of strength. David Milne's in there as well. Like, Darren Wilson, Lee McMurray. Like, they've got a nucleus for a good team. Surely they've got to click at some stage.
Like, with the spine of an amoeba right now.
Wow. What's one of those? I've never heard of that.
If they win all 6 games, they get to 24 points. We'd rely on the Bullies not winning more than 1 game, the Tornadoes not winning more than 2, and the Warriors not winning more than 3. They need all those things to happen.
So it's still a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. All right, let's push on to the preview for round 9, Matty.
Yes, well, we'll go straight in. Hood Road Hookers versus the Pigden Street Pirates. Hookers are 7th, Pirates are 2nd. When they met earlier in the year, the Pirates were too strong. Tight tussle though, 201 to 197. Last meeting saw Yvette Pollock dominate with 40 points and Justin McGrath 35, while Chris Dodds top scored for the Hookers with 35, and then Hoppy and Soupy had 33. But this week, Pirates will have no Yvette Pollock. Ooh. She's away sunning herself in Thailand.
Oh.
So can't rely on her. If the Hookers to win, they need continued performances from Moorcroft, Chris Dodds, Hoppy, and hopefully Stu Anderson will return this week. He didn't play last week. While the Pirates need Michael McNeil to at least turn up this week.
Just to attend
the course, to at least grace your presence here on the fairways. And Darren Heaton, Prime Time, Johnny Powell and Ribs King need to lift as well. So this will be an interesting game because the Hookers, surely they can't go into the Peakers territory. And it's looking that way.
It is looking that way. I mean, they've got 2 games to start on the Peakers as it stands, but still we can't afford another loss or I'll be dual roles for the coroner when we get here.
Correct. So it should be a good contest though.
All right, the next match is the Bullies, Matt, against the Crusaders, and this is suddenly a blockbuster.
It is. So Bullies are sitting 4th, Crusaders are 1st. The Bullies actually knocked the Crusaders off earlier this year, 198 to 193. The Bullies had Jenny Edmondson had 37, Pete Vogel, Cuz Stevens and Rossi Gibb had 33, while the Crusaders had Josh Bowen on 36 and Craig Finnemore. But the Crusaders need some scoring improvement and influence from Pohead Thompson Jan Cogger, Nipper Dodds, Stan Maskell, while the Bullies need something from Pete Vogel, Kev Hudson, Johnny Wooten, and in particular Alan Sweeney. So this is your chance, Sweens. You need to show some spine and kick something in for your team this week because they really need you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Tornadoes and the Goblins, another match with big top 4 implications.
Yes, yeah. The Goblins are 3rd, the Tornadoes are 5th. The Goblins actually smoked the Tornadoes last time, 201 to 173.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Pete O'Neill, he started last time with 38. Josh Kent and Pat Peacock had 34. While the Tornadoes, it was Flea Pollock 33, James Finch 32, and then the next counted score was 27 for their team last time. But this could be a calling of the arms for the Tornadoes. Flea Pollock won't be here.
That's a big loss.
I'm assuming him and Yvette are going to Thailand together, but so he won't be here. So the linchpin of their team will not be there. This actually could decide the finals aspirations for the Tornadoes. This one,
really?
I reckon it's this big. They're going to be missing Flea. They're going to be missing Boxhead. Boxhead Toot Toot Madden. He sliced his hand open and stitches, and so he's out of action for maybe 3 to 4 weeks. So they've definitely got 2 missing this week.
Yeah.
Anthony Swain's been a little unreliable. He's been worried more about the cash work and sad days than playing golf. So so hopefully he might turn up. But the Goblins have won their last 2. The ladies have been the linchpin of theirs, Pat Peacock and Judy Said, and they're getting cameo performances from other players. Not sure Reynolds can repeat again. They could get the Rickometer back. He might be the inspiration, but we'll have to see. But not sure whether he'll be back.
If we ring Jared Daffy right now, what are the odds of him turning up?
He's a strong man. He's not hard, so I reckon he's probably 3 to 1 to play. I reckon he's on.
Okay.
Yep, I reckon he's back.
All right.
He wouldn't want to. He wouldn't lose to the Tornadoes.
No, that's true. And the last game that we want to talk about is the Warriors. This is a must-win for the Warriors against the Amoebas. I mean the Peakers.
So, this is the start of it.
You said last week.
You said the Warriors, they can't win any games, and this will be the start of the Peakers' rush to the finals. Well, we all know the result from earlier in the year.
Yeah, we do.
We had Warriors won, 195 to 180. The Peakers actually had Dudar Wilson top score with 38, but then the team fell away severely with an 8 score of 26 count, which was Leroy's last time. The Warriors were just too consistent. They had Brian Bell on 35, Johnny Leading 33, and Julie Milne 33. This actually matchup is a matchup of the lovers.
The lovers?
The David and Julie Milne marriage. The Paul and Lynn Kirby marriage. The Yanni Lathouris Matt Miles relationship. So, like, there's could be consequences for all these relationships after Saturday, but all things point to a Warriors for a convincing win, really. But I think the Peakers can stand up, be strong, be perky this week. Their team is packed with superstars, and they can't continue like they are. All the pressure's going to be on the Warriors because you do not want to be the team that loses to the Peakers and start their charge to the finals.
That's true.
Imagine being that team.
Well, I'm all about the Warriors. I think they've been unlucky. They've got a fantastic percentage, given that they're running 6th. So they've been a bit unlucky.
Well, they've got a good team as well, good players. But but I don't know, the Peakers. Surely it can't continue.
Jeez, if they get up, you'll be cheered off.
I hope they get up because obviously you're not going to be here next week. No. So I'll have a special co-host next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can grab someone in to come in and fill your shoes.
Can you promise me that it won't be the Flange?
Oh wow! I'm sure he'll be happy to volunteer. I don't think I could put up with him for half an hour, to be honest. I put up with him enough in the pro shop. But are we going to get any video footage of you golfing on the Sunshine Coast or anything? Or are you just going to be laying on the beach, oiled up and...
This is an SOS for my golf. I need to go and find something. Like, this is a room of mirrors time for me, so...
You have been poor lately.
I have been atrocious.
So you've got a couple of upcoming games happening?
Yeah, I might just see if I can figure something out around the...
I also hear while you're on the course, there's a bit of an issue with nearest the pin markers going missing on greens. Is that true?
Might have been an issue a couple of Saturdays
ago. A man
of
like your intelligence and golfing ability, and then you just decide to put nearest the pin markers in your pocket and walk off The green?
Created a bit of carnage for a few minutes. Apologise to Jill Barker for the mayhem that caused on the sheets. Yeah, that wasn't ideal.
Yeah, I had a phone call about it. So, but anyway, that's another issue. But yes, I hope you enjoy your break. We'll stay down here in sunny Portarlington and.
Royal Mount Coolum's going to have my name on it, I think, come Thursday. So we'll see how we go.
Okay, all right. We'll look forward to seeing some content from you.
I'll do my best.
Very good.
All right, thanks everyone for watching. Well done to those who braved the wind on Saturday. That was extreme to say the least. Some big prizes there. Goblin's got the balls. Bob Gibbs got the Travis Matthews shirt. A book for the Sheep, Ryan Reynolds, Brian Bell and Rob Moorcroft. And a real wake-up call for Alan Sweeney.
Yes. Lift, Sweens, lift.
Thanks, Matty. We'll see you all soon.
Thanks, guys.